In this video I will tell you what happened the last time I took my undead out for a spin. I'm Alex and you're watching Winter Wolf Miniatures. It's been a while since I uploaded a battle report, and that is because I haven't played any games. I have played one game. Me and Manne played a game a couple of weeks ago, and since we both had plans later that day, we decided to play a quick game. We said it had to be a fast one, and it was. I set up the table and deployed my vampires. If you're interested, you can find both our lists in the description. He decided to play his demons and deployed his guys without asking about my list. We both deployed according to Frontline Clash. We chose spells, and then we rolled for secondary objective. For those of you not familiar with the rules for 9th Age fantasy battles or the order of the pre-game setup steps, no worries. All you need to know is that we did it completely wrong. But it was fun. We got hold the center, or whatever it's called when you're supposed to hold the middle of the battlefield. Hold the ground, maybe, or hold the center. That's good for me, because I have a lot of scoring units that can stand there and don't need... that can just stand there. That is what zombies are for. Zombies are very good at just standing in places and being there. Just standing. I moved up a bit. My plan was to pretty much just hold the center as the secondary demands, but applying pressure on the flanks, with the Varkulak on the right and the Vampire Knights and the Coach on the left. So the Varkulak moved up far on the right flank. I then summoned some zombies in his face, and that's pretty much it. He attacked the zombies and moved up a bit, ignoring the Varkulak on the right. He ambushed his gremlins like this, and he won an overrun with his lemurs to here. He focused all his magic and shooting on the barrow guards, getting them down a bit in numbers. I charged the lemurs here. Having the enchant True Thirst on my vampire means his kills would raise barrow guards. And I think I charged my skellies on the flies, but failed. On the left I successfully charged the Dark Coach and the Vampire Knights into his 3 hoarders. He is conga lining them just to be annoying, and that means I lose the attacks from 1 knight. But it should be fine anyway. The zombies without the Necromancer charges the gremlins to contain them. In the magic phase, he shuts down my healing. I had 3 spells that could raise barrow guards. He scrolled 1 and dispelled the other 2. Damn. In the combat phase, I of course kills his lemurs, but my vampire only makes 1 wound, so I get just 1 barrow guard back. I lost quite a few though, mostly on my own attacks, hitting me instead of him. Mirrored scales on the lemurs makes the attacker hit themselves on any to hit roll of 1. I win and break him, but don't have a lot of barrow guards left. On the left I have about 1000 points of offensive charging power against a lot less. His guys are tough as fudge, but I'm not worried. Now, since I said that, you are probably thinking that something unlikely will happen and I will lose, right? Well, if that's the case, you would be absolutely right. I started by rolling for impact hits, d6 plus 1, and it's a 1. What do you know? Oh well, no wounds there. The knights makes 3 wounds, but 1 of them are on themselves. The vampire on the coach, the horses, and the coachman together makes bagel. I win the combat, but only with 1 or 2 points. He crumbles and 1 hoarder dies from that. In the next turn he then flank charges me with the flies and breaks me, so I crumble and die. Back to the middle, he charges me with the gremlins and the flies. I did not fear this because I thought I would have a lot more guards left. Now, though, I am scared, and rightly so. I rolled like I usually do, which is a lot of 1s, and the flies also has mirrored scales. My vampire lord, who hits on a 2+, still managing to make 2 wounds on himself. The others don't do much. He's killing a few and I'm killing a fly or 2, but in the end he wins big, and even though I'm bodyguard with the barrow guards and is stubborn, that only means I crumble half. That is not enough, and they all die. And that means, of course, that he pretty much have this game from here. We played on, and my new tactic was damage control. I had no punching power left, except for the Varkulak, so all I could do was trying to hold on to the secondary objective and point an eye. My Necromancer, being almost naked, sporting only light armor, is very afraid of the gremlins, so the dance of avoidance begin. He is trying to stay out of reach from the enemy mage and out of sight from anything else. The zombies charges the bloatflies with help from the Varkulak. I'm thinking that a dangerous beast in the arse might work. And with the help of the zombies, banner and ranks, I could actually win the fight. The Necromancer is raising zombies and skellies left and right to help the blocks stay alive. The only thing that happens in the bloatflies and the Varkulak / zombie fight is that the Varkulak nearly kills itself hitting the flies, and then I lose and crumble with the Varkulak in either my... In the end he gets the zombies and almost the skeletons. I managed to hold on to the secondary, but didn't get much more. I killed one unit of lemurs and one hoarder and a few flies. That is all. We didn't even count the score since it didn't matter. But he probably won with the maximum 17-3. So with the scoring accounted for, that's 14-6. Remember to hit like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. And thanks most of all to my newest Patreon, Josh and Olle. If you want to become a patron, you can check out the link in the description. And there we are. Don't fight demons. Don't fight flies, demon flies.